The power is ours. Black family power. It's King Leon next to Human Liberator. This is episode 91 of Take Charge of Your Life. It's our normally midday self-mastery, self-motivation series. However, tonight is midnight, right? This is a midnight self-mastery, self-motivation series. So I'm on the road. I'm driving cross country from Cali all the way to Philly. And so during the normal scheduled time today, I was in New Orleans catching up with an old friend. And I really forgot about y'all today. I'm not even gonna lie. But I'm not missing the day. I didn't forget about you all the way. And so today we talking about, and this is a KLX at night edition. So you're not gonna be able to see my face. You're not gonna be able to see my face in this video, but you're gonna be able to hear these power words. All right. And so this video, what we talking about today is walking away from the 97%. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. I'm driving right now, so it's dark. I'm in the boonies of Georgia, but I had to get this message out. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. Don't have days like most people have. You'll end up broke and embarrassed when it's all said and done. When we say walk away from the 97%, this is a concept that I learned from Jim Rohn. Right? Jim Rohn always talks about taking charge of your life. This is where we get the concept of this series, which today is kind of like a podcast since you guys can't see me. So we talking about walking away from the 97% and joining the 3%. Now the number 3%. Let's pause right there and think about the significance of that. Let's think about the significance of the 3%. What that means. 3%, like I always say, this is my favorite one. 3% of adults have written goals. Period. Only 3. 97% don't. And guess what? The 97% work for the 3%. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. Okay? Only 3% of adults have written goals. Right? Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. Only 3% of adults look up words in the dictionary. Only 3% of adults look up words in the dictionary. 97% don't. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. So the first point, 3% of people have written goals, 3% of adults. Which part are you in right now? The 97% or the 3%? I didn't say only 3% of people have goals. Everyone has goals. The homeless person has the goal to maybe get to the shelter early enough so he can sleep in there tonight. Everyone has goals. Everyone hopes to be a millionaire one day. There's no one in America who doesn't wish they had $1 million if they don't have it. But I'm here to tell you, that you have to do a little more than wishing. You got to be better than a good wisher. You got to be a good goal setter. Right? The second point Only 3% of adults look up words in a dictionary. In fact, one of my millionaire mentors, he said, there's only 2 types of people in the world. Those who look up words in a dictionary and those who don't. I was like, damn, I need to get a dictionary. I was like, damn, I need to download the dictionary.com app, because if it's that simple, then I know what side. That's easy for me to pick which side to be on. And then now I love looking up words. I love asking people, hey, what does that mean? Each word that you look up in a dictionary, it introduces you to more words. And if you're only going to speak English, you might as well try and figure out as many words as possible so you can express yourself. Only 3% of adults look up words in a dictionary. Make the choice. Walk away from the 97%. Join the 3%. Guess what? In America, 3% of the population earns 97% of the income. Think about that. That means 97% of people join or share 3% of this nation's wealth, income, and resources. 97% of the people share 3%. Think about that. Let that in. 3% of the people in the world, or in America, made 97% of the money. Guess what those other 3% of people have in common? They look up words in the dictionary and they have written goals. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. This is what this video is about, okay? Take charge of your life. All right? You get to choose not to wish life was easier, but to wish that you were better. You feel me? To wish for more skills so you could be more prepared and more equipped to deal with and overcome the challenges. Challenges are not especially wrapped gifts from the devil reserved just for you. Difficulties are not put with the cherry on top, reserved just for you. It rains on the poor and the rich. It's not what happens. What happens pretty much happens to everybody. But it's what we do with the happenings. 2 men, same child, same abusive alcoholic father. Mom's died sometime in the when they were young. That's what drove the pops to start drinking and being abusive. Right? Two young men, same mother, same father, raised in the same household, with the same man under the same conditions. One grows up to be a criminal, drunk, alcoholic, and the other one grows up to be a judge in the judicial system. 2 men, same happenings, 2 different responses. So we can't control what happens to us. We're not in control of the happenings. We're in control of our response. 97% of people react. 3% of the people respond. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. 3% of the people know and affirm that their inner world creates their outer world. 3% of people have a definite major purpose and apply faith and are actively pursuing a definite purpose. 97% of people are not. I don't know. I'm a social scientist. I do a lot of speaking to people. I do a lot of talking to strangers, asking people a lot of questions. One of the questions I ask people about is happiness. If they're happy, how important is happiness to them? I ask them about finances, and if they're how important their financial future is to them. I ask them about relationships and family, and how important maintaining harmony in family is. And what you'll find is that people hold finances, family, and wait, what was the first one? Wait, hold on. What was the first one I just said? Oh, okay, never mind. Hey, it doesn't matter. There's people, the bottom line is that we could just talk about financial future right now. I go ask someone, perfect example. Hey, how important is your financial, from 1 to 10, how important is your financial future to you? They'll be like 10, or they'll be like 9 or 8. I'll be like, oh, okay, great. So since you just said your financial future is from a 1 to 10, 8, that seems very important. Have you found the opportunity that's going to provide financial security for you and your family forever? Right? Because I asked someone, hey, how important is your financial future to you? Anything 8 and above, that means very important. So then I asked them, since it's very important, have you found the financial opportunity that's going to provide abundance and security for you and your family forever? Right? And then most people will say no. And that's no problem, right? Okay, no problem. And then I asked them, well, since your financial future is very important to you, you say, and since you haven't found the economic opportunity that's going to provide financial security for you and your family forever, are you actively looking? Are you actively searching or seeking the opportunity or an opportunity or the opportunities necessary in order for you to build a financial wall around yourself and your family that nothing can get to, right? Since you said to me that your financial future is very important, and then you said that that you haven't found the financial opportunity that's going to provide security for you and your family forever, and then I asked you, since you haven't found that, are you actively looking? Surprisingly, most people are not. They haven't, right? And so they'll say no. And then it's like if I could, will you, right? If I could show you the financial opportunity that I've found that's going to provide economic security for me and my family forever, if I would show you what I found, would you check it out? You see? And so, but surprisingly enough, when you ask people these questions, how important is their financial future to them and shit like that, from 1 to 10, some people say 4, some people say 3, some people say 5. You feel me? And I'm like, wow, we live in America. They're either hella rich already, or they have some beliefs about money or abundance that they think that negativity or evil is automatically attached to it. Just because the only examples of people with multi-billions that you see and are aware of are wicked, evil, disharmonious creatures and beings, that doesn't mean that money is bad. $1 billion, think about $1 billion cash. $1 billion, that's a B, $1 billion cash. Think about $1 billion cash. just sitting in a room. Now, is that evil? 97% of people think that money is the root of all evil. 3% understand that money is just a tool. It's just an idea exchanged for another idea called a valuable product or service. And guess what? In America, you could join the 3% and develop your own valuable product or service, deliver it to the marketplace, and be compensated for that. And how are you be compensated? Your ideas in exchange for another idea called money. Yeah, so we talking about walk away. Okay, I see the comments coming in. This is KLX at night. I could not miss my Take Charge of Your Life. This is episode 91. I never missed a day. I've been on the road. I'm driving right now. I've been on the road for over 12 hours. I've been on the road for over 24 hours in over 30 hours of the last, 40, or you know what I mean? Almost, just about, 30 of the last, 48 for sure. Right? So I'm almost to my destination in Atlanta. And we making the choice every single day to correct our errors in judgment. Right? Guess what? We talk about walking away from 97% and joining the 3%. Only 3% of people self-evaluate. Only 3% of people are mindful enough to self-evaluate. So without self-evaluation, there's no self-exploration. Which means is no aim for self-mastery. Which means it's automatically a wandering generality. You're either a meaningful specific or a wandering generality. I'm here to tell you that you either have to stay with the 97% or join the 3%. Walk away from the 97%. Check this out. They say 1% of the world makes 98% of all the income. Damn, that means 98% of people on earth share 2% of all the income, resources, and wealth. They say 1%, right? Well, I'm here to tell you that King Leon X, the human liberator, has found strategies, opportunities that will allow us in our lifetime to turn that 1% to 2%. There's 2,000 plus billionaires right now in the world. 2,000, how many billionaires? 2,046 billionaires in the world right now. 600 of them are in America. 600 billionaires are in America. Guess how many millionaires are in the world? There's over 100 million millionaires. Right? And I'm including the people with the millionaire mind who, like the people of my generation, I'm including myself in that. Because you got the millionaire mind, but people who got million plus in their bank account, in America, it's over 10 million millionaires in America. It's like almost 14 million. In America, 14 million millionaires. 14 million millionaires. Same system as you. Same public education system as you. Same lies. Same fake religion as you. Right? Same system of oppression as you. Same race as you. Same complexion as you. Same hair strand as you. Same background as you. Same felonies as you. Same high school dropouts as you. Same college graduates as you. 14 million. 14 million people. And guess what? Guess what? In America, 70% of the self-made millionaires are self-made. Listen, do you guys know that in the last 10 years, more millionaires have been created in America than all the history of the world combined? Come on, family. Do you know how much money's going around right now being lost? Somebody just died with a goddamn $1 zillion in their safe, and they live so secluded that no one's even gonna fucking ever go to their house to know that they're there, and the house is just gonna deteriorate, and there's a whole body in there. Do y'all know how often that happens? Every day. People lose. You know how often I lost $100 bill? Guess what? Every $100 bill that I lost or misplaced, someone found it, and that was their blessing. Every dollar bill that I misplaced, someone found it, and that was their blessing. I know what it feels like to look down and be like, oh shit, money. Thank you. Only 3% of people have written goals. Only 3% of people self-evaluate. Only 3% of people look up words in the dictionary. All right? 3% of the population make 97% of the money. Right? Only 3% of people use fear as their fuel. Walk away from the 97% who use fear as an excuse to not act. They use fear as a reason to rationalize their inactivity, not understanding that does nothing to produce the results that they desire. I'm here to tell you that I've seen men, women for decades fill out lottery tickets on a daily basis, on a schedule, with a happy, passive hope. Not realizing that each time they go to the lottery joint with the desire to get something for nothing, and then give what they have in exchange, like money for money. There's no such thing as money for money, family. That's a lie. Money for money is not real. It's money for value. It's money for value, family. Valuable product or service. I guess people must value the lottery mindset, so they just capitalize off of people every day. But each time that this person goes and get their little scratch off, or they little try and win their little 100 millions or whatever, they give their power away. They tell the universe that they don't have it. They need something. They like, you know what I mean? It's wild. Because they don't even really want to win the lottery that bad, or they would. Because they were attracted to themselves. There's no such reality as something for nothing. Walk away from the 97% and join the 3%. 3% of people know that if they want something, they have to do something. Even though that something might be just a thought, changing, redirecting their thought pattern, or just asking, or just telling, or just being bold enough to do it in the first place. % of people understand that faith without works is dead. 97% of the people just say it. 97% of the people, I say, hey, faith without works, and then they'll be like, is dead. And they got all this belief and hope for the future. But they not even examining and evaluating their life. So they can't even really tell how their growth and progression from now to 5 years ago, 5 years ago. But I'm here to tell you that I could show you my notebooks from 5 years ago, where I made the choice to take charge of my life and join the 3%. I could show you videos from this times in the document because it's documented, because it was important enough to document. To me, I wouldn't document it for people or to say, hey, look at me, I know something. I document it so I could look at what I'm becoming and who I became and maybe inspire someone along the way. Because I know that when I got introduced to these strategies, it was the first time I heard it. When I got introduced to, it was the first time someone said, hey, someone's opinion of you don't have to be your reality. I said, damn, gee, thanks. I wish I would have learned that sooner. Because as a child, your self-image is developed by those around you, the authority figures, parents, family, and images. And so your reality is determined by someone's opinions. But I guess that's what the Bible verse says when it says, when I was a child, I thought as a child I did childish things, but when I became a man, I put childish things away. Part of becoming a man and putting childish things away is walking away from the 97%, making the choice and joining the 3%. And we join the 3% by making a commitment to look up words in the dictionary. We make the choice to make a commitment to have long-term, short-term written goals. We make the choice to join the 3% by being committed to develop a relationship, with our higher self, and maintaining harmony and relationship with as many people as we can. We make the choice and have a library card. Something as simple as a library card. Only 3% of the population has a library card. Everyone else is too busy. You know? So, this was KLX at Night, episode 91. Take charge of your life. I appreciate the views and the shares and the comments that came now and will come later. Until we speak again, remember, someone's opinion of you does not have to be your reality. The only limitation that you have is the one that you set up in your own mind, or you allow others to set up for you. The only limitation you have is the one that you set up in your own mind, or allow others to set up for you. This must be why Bruce Lee said, if I must have limitation, I choose no limitation as limitation. Bruce Lee said, no limitation is my limitation. That's why they killed him. Because he was the Asian Messiah. Right? But y'all be blessed. Stay grateful. I'm glad I was able to get this episode out, because it was, and I'm gonna catch y'all tomorrow, right on time, in some daylight. And other than that, adventure is the key. Don't wish for security, wish for adventure. Adventure. There's power in adventure. You never know. Yo, I planned out so much shit, and then life was like, bloop. But the more stuff you have planned, the more prepared you are, and the more obstacles that you've already prepared to overcome. We don't plan so we could to be rigid and not have any creativity or flexibility. We plan to guide and assist and give our subconscious. The only reason we really plan is to give our subconscious, to prod our subconscious, direct our subconscious to the things that we really want, and that should manifest itself in our sleep. This is why they say that you could, which matter of fact, I'm about to start doing this to see if it works. I'm about to just start doing it because I'm on a 10-band challenge and I need 10 bands. I'm about to write, so you write your goals every morning when you wake up and when at midday and when you go to sleep. But at least when you wake up and when you go to sleep, you just write out your goal twice. Just take 5. When it's clear and specific, it should be in one sentence. It takes 2 minutes. I'm about to start doing that because that's one of the only things that I haven't done. I'm about to start doing that, and we're gonna see those effects and results. Yeah, that's what I'm about to start doing. Because ever since I started affirming every day, hey, I'm so happy and grateful I earn enough money to buy what I want to have and help who I want to help. God damn it, every person who's came to me for some shit, I was able to help them out. You know that I wanted to. And the shit that I be seeing that I like, I tell myself yes. Because this cash flow is just abundant, it's coming right back. I'm open to it. I'm not gonna block it. Shit come right back. Because guess what, family? Where does money come from? Now I'm gonna end this with this point. Where does money come from? This is probably what I'm gonna talk about tomorrow. Where does money come from, y'all? You could comment it. Where does no for real. I'm not joking. Where does money come from? Alright, I'm about to tell y'all. Where can you get money? There's only one way to get money, young. There's only one place money comes from. All the corporations know this. All the businesses, all the governments. But you gotta exclude the Federal Reserve because they print money. So besides the Federal Reserve, where does money come from? Where can you get money? From other people, family. From other people. The only way to get money is from other people. Ain't that crazy? You can't get around it. The only way to get money is from other people. You feel me? Whether it's charity or a donation or donation meaning a contribution to your nonprofit or whatever a goal or agenda, or value exchange, family, valuable product or service. The only way to get money is from other people. The only way to get money is from other people. That's the only way. That's the only way, family. When we realize this, then we realize other people, they already got it. They got the money. Shit, they got it. Everybody got it. It's a flow. If the only way to get money is from other people, where are the people at? They're here. They're in the marketplace. And in America, it's free enterprise. You can sell paper clips. You can sell 1 million paper clips for $1. And then that's your million. You feel me? If you wanted to. The only way. But guess what? whatever you're selling, whether it's words, services, products, goods, someone has to buy them. Even if you're selling dreams, someone's got to buy them. Even if you're selling your anything, whatever you're selling, legal or so-called illegal, someone's got to buy it, yo. You can only get money from other people. This is why 3% say, instead of saying, this is why John Kennedy, the president who got shot in the head in front of everyone, he said, don't ask what the government can do for you. Don't ask what the country can do for you. Ask what you could do for the country. Right? Zig Ziglar said, service to many leads to greatness. You help enough people get what they want, you'll get all you want. Help enough people solve their problems, all your problems disappear. Help enough people pay their bills, all your bills disappear. Walk away from the 97%, join the 3%. 3% of the people say, instead of saying, what can I get? They say, what can I give? Instead of saying, hey, how can you help me? They say, how can I serve you? And that's a great attitude to have, especially when you realize that the only way to get money is from other people. That's some deep shit, y'all. Hey, I didn't make none of this up, though. I'm just repeating stuff that I learned in a way that I can understand, and hopefully y'all can understand as well. Take charge of your life.